Alright guys, let me take you way back, right? Way back in time. This thing is vintage. I mean, I'm sure it's still used today in some places, but this is really kind of vintage, you know. Just wait, I'll show you. Now, just in the background here, I got this white box sitting up on the shelf. I don't know if you guys ever noticed it or not, but this is what's inside. It's a water pump, believe it or not. More accurately, it's actually a blower motor, like to your AC system, like an old Ford 79 Ford truck, right? It's basically what that motor is. But what they used to do is way back, right? They would take these, they'd make a plate just like this, they'd mount it right on their water pump, they'd put a pulley on their mechanical water pump, right over here, then pulley right here, slides onto here, just like that, get your belt, and voila, you have all of a sudden an electric water pump. Just your normal, just the standard water pump you have on your car, mechanical water pump. Now it's an electric water pump. That's pretty cool. It's about this time in my video editing, where I realized I didn't even explain why you would even want to do that in the first place. Parasitic loss. Running the mechanical water pump off the crank pulley, it costs horsepower to do that. How much horsepower is dubious, it probably changes every engine and every geometry and design. Anyway, eliminating that little bit of parasitic loss is just another way, to go a little faster. That, and you're able to have the car off and have the water pump running to cool down your car during, in between laps, in between runs. Whereas if you just have a mechanical water pump, you can't do that, right? That's why. That's why you would do this. I can't believe I didn't actually put in the video why someone would want to do it. Well, now you know. The only problem is the ratios here. I think this thing spins at possibly 2600 RPM, give or take. Don't know for sure. But the gearing on this tiny pulley, big pulley, means that it's only spinning the water pump probably around 900 RPM. Good when you're at the track, just trying to cool off the engine. Driving around on the street, maybe not so much. They do offer a bigger pulley for these things. I think it's like, I don't know, a 20 tooth or something. I believe this is a 14 tooth. We are actually going to experiment with this thing. And we're going to see, possibly, if running it 1-to-1 will be enough juice to actually keep the Mustang cool during the summer on the street. Just really going back to that old vintage, and that's really what the Mustang's trying to aspire to be, is old school vintage, because it was there, right? I mean, it lived through it. Just got to bring it back to its glory day there. But that's pretty cool, right? That old school technology right there. And I forget who, Moroso, I think it is. Is that who makes this? Yeah, Moroso says here on the plate. Moroso produces this. It's like $100-something bucks, right? I got this Facebook Marketplace, of course, for way cheaper. But you can actually just buy the blower itself, like, what the blower actually is for that 79 Ford AC blower, like truck, way, way cheaper. So if these things ever do burn out on you, because they're not really, I mean, If it's a blower motor, you would expect it to be okay to be used continuous duty, but if it ever does burn out on you after a couple, however many miles, they're pretty cheap to replace too. A lot cheaper than an actual electric water pump. And you have the option, if this thing goes bad on you, just carry a regular pulley and a regular belt. Just swap it right there on the side of the road, bam, you have a mechanical water pump again. So that's utilitarian right there too. You know, you're on power tour or sick week or something, you break down the side, this thing kills on the side of the road, you can just convert it back and, you know. Well, very short video this time around, but I thought that would be kind of neat just to tell you guys kind of what this is and what we're planning on doing with it. We're going to put it on the Mustang. We're going to see if we can keep it cool, you know, during just running around town. But, be interesting. We'll catch you next time.